Hi guys, okay, quick update for the stock market. So obviously it's been a very volatile month, which is quite expected for August, mainly because no one's at their desks basically, and they're all at the Hamptons. Now, 4209 is the long-term target. We are running this as a 1-2 followed by another 1-2. If it morphs into a WXY, I'm okay with that, just because there's going to be more volatility in August. I'm not fully convinced the VIX is done. Um, it's just peaked out. I think there's one more push up in the VIX here, so just watch out for that. But I do expect this to hit maybe 2923, 2900 or so, and then maybe we get another push down. Now the question is it just going to be a 1-2 1-2 maintain this low of 2822, or is it going to break this low and then morph into some kind of WXY, in which case it'll be more like WXY, in which case the 2, rather than being here, goes here. Okay, I'll be very, very surprised and shocked if the market ever makes it below 2673. As far as I'm concerned, if it ends up at 2359, that's the big one, and there's no way that the average investor can handle that. I mean, I think Christmas terrified a lot of people. I've seen a couple of accounts from months ago of some kind of triangle, but whilst that is possible, I just don't think the average investor can stomach another 30% move. They're not currently invested in this market, and that's not how markets peak. So yeah, this count just about holding on for dear life, but it is holding on, and the trend line has been very positive the next few days. But yeah, could get a movement down towards 2644. I would give that a 10% chance, but ultimately the primary count is 1-2 1-2 1-2, and we're going to melt up and go higher to the moon. Dow Jones, no real need to cover this. We know that this is going to go to here, and that's a 5 or 5 or 5 or 5 or 5. So yeah, might morph into an expanded flat, but I can't see it breaking 215 to 79. And obviously Nasdaq is the most volatile out of them all. That's had a very deep correction, almost hit the 88% fib, maintained this trend line really well. So yeah, we're looking at a target of 7765. Then does it come down and make another 2, i.e. maintain this low, so 1-2 1-2 1-2, or does it end up making some kind of strange expanded WXY flat, in which case it could just end up bottoming out here? But I'd be very surprised if the Nasdaq, if it does end up dumping here another 5%, I'll be very surprised if you're able to pick up the Nasdaq below 7,000 for too long. This market is just way too bullish, as evidenced by bonds and Bitcoin. I mean, bonds are going to go to 180. I don't know why this target isn't here. I mean, it should be here. Yeah, I mean, you can just stick it on now. We'll just stick it on. Yeah, so bonds are going to, TLT is going to go to 180. Oh my. Yeah, 180. There you go. Done. Right. That's TLT. So yeah, that's it. That's just my update for the stock market. But yeah, expect the volatility to be here. This market is clearly very panicky and very scared, and everyone knows what's coming. Okay, because people in the industry, they must know at least what I know. They have millions and millions of pounds of sort of research. So everyone's very, very panicky. You can see here, generally, a normal for the VIX now is 14, whereas back in the day, it was probably more like 10 or 11. So a normal baseline for the VIX now is now 14. But like I said, I have a feeling there's one more volatility move, only because everything happens in 3s and 5s, and that's just a 1, that's just a 2. I have a feeling there's one more volatility spike, maybe to around 30, and you always want to short volatility spikes. Okay, that's where you make money, due to the implied volatility crush, especially when you're dealing with options. Okay, buying volatility statistically over time never works, basically. So you want to look for that VIX to go to 30, that then you want to initiate some carefully timed shorts, because as we all know, this game has nothing to do with capital. It's all to do with timing. Okay, if your timing's terrible, then doesn't matter how much money you've got, you're just going to end up not making a lot ROC, which is return on capital. So it's all about timing. So yeah, 1 2 1 2 1 2, or we hit 29.23, and when we come back down, either we maintain this low or we take it out, and then this then morphs into some kind of expanded flat. Technically, this could still be a B wave. I can count this impulsively, and I can count this as a corrective pattern. You can count it both ways. That could easily just be an expanded flat, in which case we end up double bottoming at 27.23 or 2671. But currently, I would give this count about a 10% chance of working. Obviously, I will increase that percentage if it does turn out. But then all that means is the 2, rather than being here, it will be here, and then we're going to go higher. Okay, this stock market is going to go higher, and I can't see us visiting these lows anytime soon. And the next time we do, it's going to come crashing towards that level from a much higher level. The next time you're going to see 2376 or whatever that low is once we hit 4209, and then it's just going to come crashing down. So just going to do this basically. I mean, you can just zoom out as much as you like. Let's just well, you can't go below 0, so technically that's the lowest it can go. So yeah, expect volatility here. Volatility is here to stay, and people are very panicky and scared, and but hey, this market's going to continue to go higher, and in a way 5 or 5 or 5 or 5, the economy and what the market is doing have zero correlation. Okay, at the best of times, the correlation is 0.00001%. That's at the best of times, i.e., in this move between 11 and 16, in a way 5 or 5 or 5 or 5 or 5, there is 0% correlation. Okay, so you've gone from being incredibly uncorrelated to zero correlation, and the worse the economic data, the higher the market is going to go. So between now and when this fake market peaks, you want to basically fade the economic news, and any 3-wave correction you want to buy. Basically, this market is going to go higher.